to the Gizmo Show. I am your host, Chris Martinez, and today with me I have Winston Smith, Georgina Orwell, and Julia Jin. And I want to start off by saying that 1984 is probably a great book, and everyone should read it. So we're going to start off with the author of the book, Georgina Orwell. And my first question to you is, what was the purpose for writing 1984?
Usually when people write books, it's very simple, I guess everybody knows what's going to happen, that there's always going to be a problem and it's always going to be solved, right? Well, I wanted to make a book that it's not always going to be like that, more to reality, more that makes more sense now, and I wanted to make a problem where the character doesn't have a lot of opportunities in order to help this problem, but in order that it's a life or death situation. I wanted to make it different from other books.
Very good. I respect you for that, because most authors don't do that. They always want their book to be a bestseller because it has the best, the most amazing ending.
Exactly.
And that's what sets you apart from most authors. My next question for you is, how do you think people will react to your book?
Well, it always depends on the reader, but what I think most readers might be is probably shocked because, like I said, most books, there's always a problem, it's always solved.
Yeah.
In this case, the problem isn't really solved, and I think most readers would, like I said, be shocked, and I guess kind of be confused at the fact of I'm writing such, I guess, like a different book, probably confused on why there's not a good ending, or, you know.
My next question is for Winston Smith. My question for you is, why did you hate Big Brother so much?
Well, first of all, he was very unfair, and he gave no privacy to anyone.
Okay, I understand. So basically what you're saying is that he gave no privacy to anyone,
and he set up telescreens.
Telescreens? Yeah, I know.
In each and every room. But then I noticed that he only did it just for our safety, and he cares for us.
Yeah. Do you really think he cares for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you enjoy your life before you were captured?
No, not really. He was still treating us with no privacy, and we didn't know the purpose of why he was doing things. The only people with freedom was the pros. But
did the pros really have freedom, or was it really only the inner party?
Well, they didn't care about the pros, so... yeah.
All right. My next question goes to Julia. Why did you approach Winston?
Because Winston stood out, and it seemed he was against the party.
Yeah, are you just rebellious, or you really hate the party that you wanted to bring them down? Or you're just rebellious and wanted to fool around?
Rebellious.
Did you really love Winston? All right. My next question is for Georgina, and it is, why did you make Winston an anti-hero in your book?
I wanted to make the reader think that, well, because of the character I made Winston, that he's not very strong and not very, what the characteristics of what a normal hero would have kind of confused the reader to see if he's actually going to be a hero. And I guess towards the end, you start to realize, oh wow, he's not really the hero in the book. I want the reader to, I guess, have suspense in the book. Is he really the hero or not?
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt when I was reading it, because when I was reading through it, I always thought that since he was with O'Brien, and at that time I didn't know O'Brien was really a thought police, I thought, is he going to become part of the rebellion? And is he going to do crazy missions that'll hurt the party? But then at the end you find out that just not him.
Exactly. I want not to disappoint the reader, but I guess, like I said before, make it different from other books. make it seem like the hero won't always win. The hero isn't always going to win, because that's not how it is in real life.
All right. My next question is to Winston. And my question is, like, how did you feel? Did you ever feel you were going to survive the torture that O'Brien put you through?
Nope. The first time he turned that knob, I was ready to die.
Did you want to die? Did you want him to kill you? Or you thought there was some way?
Well,
that
it
you
was
could
so
survive?
painful that I just wanted him to finish me off.
But you knew he wasn't going to.
Yes.
My next question is for Julia. And I was thinking, what was going through Julia's mind through this part? Because they only showed Winston. So what was going on through your mind? Like, did you ever think you were going to see Winston again?
No. Like, they, like, put him in room 101, right? And then they put it in his greatest fear,
Which was?
rats.
And how did you feel during? What thoughts were going through your head when the rats that were put in front of your face?
I couldn't believe it. I just,
So, like, did you think he was going to go through with it? Like, were you positive he was going to do it and then he didn't?
Yes, but I just needed to betray Julia.
Which makes
Yeah.
him an anti-hero.
My next question is, Georgina, why did you come up with such, like, a messed up world? Like, everything is so messed up here. Like, people are dying. You have terrible jobs, terrible living conditions, except if you're in the inner party. And the pros, they just live in their own.
Think about society now. It's exactly like that. There's going to be people that are rich, that have wonderful living conditions, and then there's going to be people that, like, there's never going to be, everyone's going to be happy. It's never going to be like that. So I thought, if this is now, then later on in a few years, it's only going to get worse. So I decided, I want to do a setting where it's gotten to the highest point where there's absolutely no freedom. That's why Winston didn't really have a choice. He had to be an anti-hero, because even if he tried to stop the party, there was no way. Him and Julia couldn't do it alone.
And back then, during this time, there were no things representative of, like, TVs that we have. How did you come up with the telescreen?
I guess I just started with an idea. Like, everything starts from something small. So I thought the only way that Big Brother, in this case, would be watching us is by, I guess, like a camera or something. So it would have to be everywhere, and it had to be thin, and places where, I guess, it was visible. So I thought, why couldn't it be like a screen?
Very good. And my next question is to Winston. Why did you no longer love Julia in the end?
Well, I betrayed her, and she told me she betrayed me. So that kind of, made us hate each other.
Yeah.
And when we were getting captured by the thought police, I didn't defend her when they hit her and punched her. So she might hate
But you
me.
couldn't.
Is there a way that you think you could have survived into them? Like, do you think it would have been better if you just started fighting back, and then since they had guns, they might have shot you? Do you think you just would have been better off?
Yeah.
Do you wish you had made a different choice?
Yeah.
And my question is to Julia. Why didn't you love Winston in the end?
He betrayed me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say no when they have holding a rat to your face when that's your biggest fear. All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. So I would like to thank you all for watching, all the viewers out there. And I hope that we never have to live in a world like they had to. So thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys the next time. Bye. My question is, what was the purpose for writing the book?
Well, there were many purposes, but one of the main reasons I decided to write this book was because
I'm sorry, she just made a noise.
was because I wanted my book to stand out from. Oh my god! I was
Characters from famous books. Hence, 1984, the author, Georgina Orwell. Big fan, big fan. So, this with me I have...
I said not to. I said not to. You know,
Just say I'm a very good.
Georgina Orwell and Julius, I don't know.
You know, we're all very serious characters. There were many purposes, but what? What are you laughing about?
Let's continue.
Oh my god, I'm doing
Just go.
Okay.
And two of the characters from the book, Winston Smith and Julia. So, let us begin. My first question is towards Georgina Orwell, and my question is, what is your purpose for writing the book?
There are many purposes, but one of the main ones was because I wanted to write something different. Usually in stories, you expect a very... I'm going good, and you guys
I see her cracking up, so I start cracking up.
No, the Carl's face is